Are these three popular vitamins secretly weakening your legs? You might take these three common vitamins daily, believing they're boosting your health, but what if they're actually weakening your legs, harming your muscles, and increasing your risk of falls? Not all supplements are beneficial, especially for seniors over 60. In fact, some vitamins can do more harm than good when taken in excess. Before it's too late, let's uncover which ones might be threatening your mobility and independence. 1. Vitamin E, the silent muscle weakener. Vitamin E has been marketed as a miracle supplement for decades, praised for its benefits in heart health, skin elasticity, and anti-aging. But for older adults, excess vitamin E over 400 IU daily can be dangerous. How it weakens your legs. Interferes with muscle function, making movements like standing up, turning quickly, or walking feel harder. Thins the blood, increasing the risk of bruising, internal bleeding, and fall-related injuries, especially if you're on blood thinners. Gradually weakens leg muscles, leading to reduced strength and mobility over time. The scariest part? These effects don't come with warning labels. They sneak up on you and are often mistaken for normal aging, but they aren't inevitable. What you can do. Avoid taking high-dose vitamin E supplements without a doctor's recommendation. Get vitamin E naturally from nuts, seeds, and leafy greens, rather than relying on supplements. If you're on blood thinners, talk to your doctor about safe vitamin E levels. 2. Vitamin A, the bone and muscle saboteur. Vitamin A is essential for vision, immunity, and skin health, but too much can be dangerous for your bones and muscles, especially in your legs and hips. How it weakens your legs. Excess. Vitamin A speeds up bone loss, making fractures more likely, weakens muscles over time, affecting balance and coordination, increases fall risk, making simple activities like getting up from a chair or climbing stairs more difficult. Many seniors unknowingly consume too much vitamin A through fortified foods, multivitamins, and high-dose supplements. The result? Weaker bones, fragile muscles, and a higher risk of fractures. What you can do? Stick to safe levels. The recommended daily intake is 700 micrograms for women and 900 micrograms for men. Get vitamin A from natural sources like carrots, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens instead of high-dose supplements. Check your multivitamins. Many already contain vitamin A, so extra supplementation may not be necessary. As we grow older, our bodies change, and so do our nutritional needs. What worked well for you in your 30s might not be beneficial or even safe in your 70s. That's why blindly taking supplements without reassessing their effect can be risky. If you've been taking vitamin E or A without medical guidance, it's time to ask an important question. Is this supplement truly helping me, or could it be subtly harming my strength and independence? You might be shocked to learn that even healthy vitamins can have serious consequences, especially if taken in excess. Let's take a closer look at another surprising culprit, vitamin A. Vitamin A, the hidden threat to your bones and muscles. Many people take vitamin A to support their vision, immune system, and skin health. But too much of it, especially over time, can weaken your bones, sap your strength, and put your mobility at risk. How excess vitamin A harms your legs. Speeds up bone loss, especially in the legs and hips, making fractures more likely. Weakens muscles, leading to fatigue, instability, and reduced mobility. Accumulates in the body over time, unlike water-soluble vitamins that flush out easily. Surprisingly, it's very easy to consume too much vitamin A through multivitamins, fortified foods, and cod liver oil. Over time, this build-up silently erodes your strength, increasing the risk of falls, fractures, and long-term mobility loss. Symptoms are subtle and often mistaken for aging. Do stairs feel steeper than they used to? Do you sit more often or avoid walks because your legs feel weaker? Do you feel persistent aches and fatigue in your hips and thighs? These might seem like normal signs of aging, but they could actually be silent warnings that excess vitamin A is taking a toll on your body. What you can do: stick to the recommended daily intake, 700 micrograms for women, 900 micrograms for men. Get vitamin A from natural sources like carrots, sweet potatoes, and leafy greens instead of high-dose supplements. Talk to your doctor if you take vitamin A supplements daily, especially if combined with other fortified foods. Your health, your choice. But knowledge is key. No supplement should be taken mindlessly, especially as we age. Our nutritional needs evolve, and if we're not careful, the very vitamins we trust could start working against us. If vitamin A, a widely recommended vitamin, can silently weaken your legs and bones, what about the ones meant to boost your energy and mental clarity? You might be even more surprised by the next one, vitamin B6. Vitamin B6, the surprising energy booster that can numb your legs. This might be the warning you never saw coming, one that could be silently weakening your legs and damaging your nerves. Vitamin B6 is often praised for its role in boosting energy, supporting brain health, and improving metabolism. It's a common ingredient in multivitamins, energy supplements, and cognitive support formulas. But here's what most people don't realize. When taken in excess, over 100 milligrams daily, vitamin B6 can cause nerve damage, leading to numbness, instability, and a loss of balance. How excess vitamin B6 affects your legs? It usually starts small, a slight tingling in your toes, an odd sensation that comes and goes. But over time, the feeling spreads. Your steps become less steady, your feet feel disconnected from the ground, and eventually your legs may even feel foreign, like they don't fully belong to you. Many seniors assume this is due to aging, poor circulation, or even diabetes. But what if the real cause isn't a disease, but a daily vitamin? The hidden danger, peripheral neuropathy. At high doses, vitamin B6 can cause peripheral neuropathy, a condition that doesn't just numb your feet, but also affects balance and coordination. You may feel off balance, trip more easily, or struggle with stairs. Muscle control. Your legs might feel weak or unstable. Confidence and independence. The fear of falling can make you avoid walking, outings, and social situations. Worst of all, the nerve damage isn't always reversible. Even if you stop taking vitamin B6, some people continue to experience lingering numbness, weakness, or instability. The emotional toll, more than just leg weakness. Losing leg strength isn't just about mobility, it's about independence, the ability to walk confidently without fear of falling, the freedom to take a stroll in the park or visit a loved one, the simple dignity of standing to cook a meal or enter a room unaided. Excess vitamin B6, while meant to boost energy, can take all of this away. What you can do: stick to safe doses. The recommended daily intake is 1.3 to 2 milligrams, far below the 100 plus milligrams found in some supplements. Check your labels. Many multivitamins and energy boosters contain high doses of B6. Consult your doctor. If you experience tingling, numbness, or leg weakness, it's worth investigating your vitamin B6 intake. Beyond vitamins, the bigger threat to your leg: strength. After exploring 3 hidden dangers, vitamins E, A, and B6, one thing is clear: more isn't always better. In fact, too much of a good thing can be harmful. But here's the real shocker: the greatest threat to your leg strength isn't a vitamin at all. It's a daily habit that's even more common and twice as overlooked. Let's talk about it next, because protecting your legs isn't just about avoiding bad supplements. It's about how you live each day, your strength, your independence, and the choices that shape them. Losing leg strength doesn't always happen suddenly. It's not always a dramatic fall or a life-changing injury. At first, it might just be a brief hesitation before stepping off a curb, an extra second needed to rise from a chair, or a quiet decision to take the elevator instead of the stairs. Not out of laziness, but because your legs don't feel as steady as they once did. These small adjustments become habits, and over time they shape your daily life. You start moving less, avoiding certain activities, and slowly your world shrinks. Your routine adapts, not to your preferences, but to your limitations. As inactivity sets in, your muscles weaken, your bones become more fragile, and the risks of falls, fractures, and lost independence increase. Knowledge is power. Protecting your strength and freedom. The most surprising part. Illness isn't always the cause, and neither is aging. Sometimes these changes are the result of choices made with the best intentions, but without the right information. No one told you too much vitamin A could weaken your bones. You weren't warned that excess vitamin E could reduce leg strength. You never knew that high doses of vitamin B6 could numb the nerves in your feet, making every step less steady. But now you do know. And knowledge isn't a burden, it's a gift. What you can do starting. Today you have more control than you realize. By taking a few simple steps, you can protect your legs, your independence, and your quality of life. Review your supplements. Take a fresh look at what's on your shelf. Check the dosages. Ask yourself, do I really need this? Consult a doctor, one who understands aging. Not all physicians specialize in senior health. Find one who does. Request a full nutrient panel. Numbers don't lie. Your body's vitamin levels can reveal imbalances before they cause real harm. Prioritize real, whole foods. Instead of relying on supplements, get your nutrients from food whenever possible. This isn't about guilt, fear, or regret. It's about making better choices today so that tomorrow you can continue living with strength, confidence, and freedom. The hidden threat beyond vitamins. But vitamins aren't the only thing affecting your legs. There's another, even bigger factor, one that's more common than any supplement and far more dangerous than most people realize. It's a habit so widespread we barely notice it. But it could be the silent force weakening your legs, limiting your mobility, and putting your future independence at risk. Let's talk about it next. Because protecting your health isn't just about what you put into your body, it's also about how you live each day. Nourish your body, not just medicate it. The best way to support your health isn't through pills, it's through real food. Your body thrives on whole, natural meals, lean proteins, whole grains, fresh vegetables, and healthy fats. These aren't just good choices. They are the best medicine nature has to offer. Yes, supplements have their place, but they should never replace a nutrient-rich diet and a balanced lifestyle. Taking action now isn't about fear, it's about empowerment. It's about respecting your health enough to prioritize smart choices. It's about refusing to accept decline as inevitable when change is possible. You've come too far, lived too long, and gained too much wisdom to let preventable mistakes take away your freedom, mobility, and security. The silent threat, more dangerous than any vitamin. But there's another force working against your legs, and it's one most people never even think about. Even if your vitamin levels are perfect, your sitting habits and lack of movement could be doing more damage than any supplement ever could. The truth is, how much you move or don't move affects your future far more than you realize. Let's take a closer look at how staying still too often could be silently stealing your strength, a message from someone who's walked this path. There's one thing you can only learn with time. I've lived through over a century of change, through love, loss, and resilience. And if there's one lesson I've learned, it's this. Disease isn't the biggest threat to our health as we age. Assuming that decline is inevitable, that's the real danger. Too many people give in to weakness, blaming it on aging without ever questioning the hidden forces at play. I've seen strong, independent people lose their freedom, not because of illness, but because of something as small and unnoticed as a daily supplement they trusted. I'm not speaking to you as a doctor or a scientist. I'm speaking to you as someone who's been in your shoes. I know the quiet fear of feeling unsteady on your feet. I know what it's like to hesitate at the top of a staircase, wondering if one fall could change everything. But I've also learned that growing older doesn't mean growing weaker. Yes, we may move a little slower. Yes, our hair may turn grey, but our choices still matter. Staying strong, it's about awareness, not fear. You haven't lost your health, you're still writing your story. And the strength you maintain tomorrow depends on the choices you make today. This isn't about fear, it's about awareness. It's about recognizing that your mobility, balance, and confidence aren't just physical. They're deeply tied to your sense of independence and self-respect. Losing leg strength doesn't just take away muscle. It takes away the simple joys of life, a walk around the neighborhood, a visit to your grandchildren, the satisfaction of moving freely without hesitation. But this isn't a story of loss, it's a story of conscious choices. With knowledge, you can change your future. So pay attention to your daily habits. Question the routines you've trusted for years. Seek guidance that respects your age and unique needs. And most importantly, remember that you are still in control. You deserve a future where you walk with confidence, where your body supports your spirit, and where your strength is defined not by limitations, but by wisdom. Your next step. Share your insight. This is your moment to take back control, not by doing more, but by doing what truly matters, because aging isn't about giving up, it's about getting smarter, and applied wisdom is the most powerful medicine of all. Now take a moment to reflect. What's one thing you've learned today that you'll apply in your own life? Share it in the comments below. Let's support each other on this journey. If this message resonated with you, let us know. Comment 1 if you found this helpful, 0 if you didn't. And for more insights like this, subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with those who need to hear it. Thank you for being here. Your future is yours to shape.